everybody. Good evening. Boa noite a todos. Estamos aqui hoje ao vivo para falarmos um pouquinho sobre Phrasal Verbs. Phrasal Verbs é um conteúdo que todo mundo que estuda inglês sabe a necessidade de estudar e sabe a dificuldade que pode ser entender e usar esses Phrasal Verbs. Mas, na verdade, o segredo é tentar entender o contexto em que eles são usados, que aí fica mais fácil de você conseguir colocar em prática, né? Então, vou aguardar um pouquinho para ver se mais gente entra. Hello, Mônica. Hello, Rafa. Thank you for being here. Eu também estou ao vivo no YouTube. Quem preferir assistir por lá, estou aqui no YouTube. Hello, everyone from YouTube. And hello, everyone from Instagram. So, the phrasal verbs that I have chosen are related to our everyday life, okay? So, phrasal verbs that people can use in their daily routine because they are part of regular activities, okay? So, the first phrasal verb we are going to talk about, hi Sylvia, is wake up. Do you know the meaning of wake up? If you know, write in the comments, please. O que significa wake up? Let's see. Thank you. Wake up is when you, yes, exactly, acordar. When you are sleeping and you open your eyes, you wake up. And wake up is different from get up because we use get up when we move, when we stand up, we leave the bed. So basically that's the difference between get up and wake up. Wake up, you open your eyes. Get up, you stand up, leave the bed, and go do what you have to do, right? You really start your day. Sometimes I wake up, but I don't get up. I stay in bed for a little while when it's possible, when I'm not in a hurry. I believe most people do that, yeah? So these are the two first phrasal verbs of tonight. Wake up and get up, okay? Clear? Tranquilo? So after you get up, let's say that you decide to take a shower, yeah? For you to take a shower, you have to take off your clothes. Take off, remove. You take off your clothes and you take a shower. You have a shower. After that, when you finish your shower, you get a towel and you dry off. Because when we take a shower, we get wet, right? And then you get a towel and you dry yourself off. Dry off, okay? So we have take off your clothes or take your clothes off, and take a shower is an expression, it's not a phrasal verb. But after the shower, you dry off. Dry off. Hi, Hair. Welcome. Hi, Aurea. Thanks for being here. We are just at the beginning. Hi, Paula and Fabio. So, you dry off after the shower, and then you have to put your clothes on or put on your clothes. So first you took off and then you put on, after the shower. Okay, after that you may have your breakfast or do whatever you want to do, get ready to go out. and then you go to work. If you work at the place, yeah, if you're not working from home, if you go to work, you show up at work. Show up. It's another phrasal verb. Show up. You may show up at work or at school or at a party or at an event. When you show up, it means that you go to a place, you appear. So, for example, everybody that is here watching me, we can say, all of you showed up for the live. Thanks so much. So you appear, you came, yeah? You are attending this event. Let's call it an event somehow. So this is another phrasal verb, to show up. So someone shows up at a place or at an event, at a party, at school, at work. All right? Okay, good. If you have any questions, just write here in the comments, okay? Se eu estiver falando muito rápido também, tá? Só escreve. Qualquer dúvida pode escrever. Os comentários estão liberados. Certo? So we had just summing up. Wake up when you open your eyes. Get up when you leave the bed. Take off your clothes to take a shower. After the shower, grab a towel and dry off. And then you put your clothes on or put your shoes on. So you have 5 phrasal verbs. You go to work and you show up at work. This is the 6th one. Show up. When you are at work or at school, if you are a student, and you do a good work, you really make an effort and do everything that you have to do. You can say that you stand out. Stand out. So when you stand out, think of a lot of people, but you are the best one. So you stand out. You call people's attention in a positive way in this example, right? Show up at the airport. Yes, that's a good example. If you're going to travel, you have to show up at the airport for sure. It's another possibility, another collocation. Thanks, Monica. So stand out is when you present a work of excellence that's better than the other ones. So you stand out. Let's imagine that you are at work, right? And you need to use the computer. So when you get into your desk to work, you have to, what do you do? The computer is not working. You're going to start your day. What is the phrasal verb we use in this situation? Can you write here in the comments? Como é que eu falo que eu vou ligar o computador para começar a trabalhar? Yes, Paula, turn on. Exactly. You turn on the computer or you turn it up. It's another possibility to turn it up. And then turn on, turn it up. Very good. And then you check your email or social media. So you need to log into your account, to access your account. Sometimes, depending on where you work, you may not rely on the internet connection. Yeah, because there are some places in which the internet connection, the signal may be very weak, and then you cannot work properly, right? So sometimes we cannot rely on the internet connection. Rely on. You can rely on something or rely on somebody. So, for example, your best friend is a person that you know you can tell a secret, you know that you can call and ask for help, right? So, it's a person that you can rely on. It's a person that you can trust. So this is another phrasal verb, to rely on. You can rely on a person or you can rely on something. In this case here, I put the example of the internet connection. Yes, Paula, turn up. Yes, it's similar. It's similar. Okay, so if you don't have internet connection for work, yeah, what you're gonna do? You can use your phone. You can rely on your internet connection from your cell phone, maybe, right? Now let's imagine that you are a student and when you show up to class at school, you are not very focused on the topic. You don't really pay attention to the teacher. So if you are this kind of student that's like really laid back and like, you know, I will just study on the day of the test of the exam, what may happen to you? You may fail in a subject. Fail in a subject. To fail in a subject is when you have bad grades. So, for example, when I was a child, I had a lot of trouble with history. I couldn't understand the chapters, I couldn't understand the topic. So I used to fail in history. I failed in history many times. But when it came to English, I was always standing out because it was my favorite subject, and I used it to study and read it a lot. So it was totally the opposite, right? All right, and then this one is fail in a subject. Is usually related to studies. Yeah, so you can use it to talk about school, or you can use it to talk about university when you are taking a college course. Yes, Paula, that's correct. Fail. Fail in. Let me write it here for you. Fail in. People from Instagram, if you want to watch me a little bigger, I'm also live on YouTube. Okay. Fail. Yes, Fabio. That's it. Hi, Renata. Hi, Thais. Thanks for being here. Hello, Marcia. Welcome. So fail in. We already have 10 phrasal verbs. Wow, we are halfway there. So let's keep up with our work here. Keep up with, what is the meaning? Can you write in the comment box? To keep up with something. Let's keep up with our work here. No guess? Come on, guys. Don't be shy. You may write it in Portuguese. I think there is a delay. Yes, Rafa, exactly. This is the idea. Continuar, continue. In the past, I failed in English, but today not. Yes, Michelle, great. Now you are standing out, right? So keep up with the work, Michelle. Keep studying for you not to fail in English anymore. So keep up with is to continue doing something. Pay attention that if you had seen my post about phrasal verbs, what is a phrasal verb? It is in Português. Você sabe que é um phrasal verb? I posted yesterday, I think. There, I say that the phrasal verb is made of a verb followed by a preposition, right? And all the examples that I had given you tonight, they are like this: wake up, get up, dry off, take off, show up, stand out, logging, rely on, blah, blah, blah. But when we say keep up with, I have two prepositions. So sometimes there are some phrasal verbs that they are composed by three words, yeah? The verb, one preposition, and then another preposition. They are called multiple phrasal verbs. So I took this one first to talk about today. Keep up with. That means to continue. It's a very common one. If you want to learn more about these kinds of phrasal verbs, we can discuss them next time, maybe. I don't know. You tell me later about it. The next phrasal verbs I'm going to tell you about were suggested by my dear friend and also a teacher, Linda. She took a look at the phrasal verbs that I had selected, and she asked me, what about look? I think you should include look. And I said, yeah, you're right. Because look is a very common verb, and we use this every day because we are always looking at something or at somebody. So right now you are looking at me here on Instagram, and you are looking at me there on YouTube. Yeah. So when you look at something or someone, it means that you are with your eyes focusing on that. You are paying attention to that. So all your focus is to this thing or this person. Okay? There are more people coming. Welcome. We are talking about phrasal verbs tonight. So look at something or look at someone to focus. You have both eyes focused on that thing or that person. Another phrasal verb with the verb look is, look for. Look for. Do you know the meaning of look for? If you do, please write it here. Let me grab water. Yes, Monica, add up after. Oh, I didn't put up here, but I can talk about it. Hi, Linda. I just talking about you. Hi, Michelle. Yes, procurar. Exactly. So when you want to learn something, you can go to Google and search for that there. Yeah. Or you can use Google as a verb. Do you know that? You can use Google as a verb. You can say like, I don't know what this is. I will just Google it. It's another use. But anyway, look for is to search for something or for someone. So, oh my God, where is my highlighter? So I'm looking for my highlighter. It's here. I found it. Okay. Look for something or somebody. You can look for, I don't know, for somebody that you need to talk to. Look for the love of your life. I don't know. A person. And the other example I put here for look is look after. What is the meaning of look after? Does anybody know? Look after. Let's see if you answer. Yes, Raf, exactly. Cuidar. So I'm gonna use your example. Rafa is a nurse. So what do nurses do? Nurses take care of patients. Or yes, Master, take care of someone. If you have a baby, for instance, you take care of your baby because the baby is totally dependent on you, right? Or if you have a dog, you take care of your dog. And we also need to take care of ourselves, right? This is crucial. Before we take care of other people, we also need to take care of ourselves. So to look after means to take care. Cuidar. Hi, Denise. Welcome. Nice to have you here. When you don't look after yourself, you disregard yourself and you just, overwork or you don't have time for yourself, what can happen, especially now during a pandemic? You may freak out. What is the meaning of freak out? There's even an 80s song, freak out. No. Freak out. Freak out can be very bad depending on the situation. What does it mean to freak out? Yes, Rafa, exactly. Do you freak out very frequently? I do. Yeah, especially now, it's hard to keep calm, right? So freak out is when you lose control or when you ficar doidão. Yeah, maybe you can translate it like that. But the idea is that you lose control. You lose your emotional control. You don't know what to do and you just stress about that. So you stress over the situation. So you can say that I freaked out. Yeah. Um, and one of the ways of trying to overcome this moment, this freak out moment, is to try to understand what is going on. Yeah. And Paula is not necessarily assustado because freak is crazy, louco. Então, when you freak out, para fora, né? Essa é uma forma de tentar entender os phrasal verbs também. Pensar no significado das preposições, às vezes, isoladamente, faz sentido, às vezes não faz sentido nenhum, tá? Mas o freak out é essa ideia de que ficar doido e você põe isso para fora, é surtar. Acho que a melhor tradução é realmente surtar, mais do que ficar doidão ou assustado, porque ficar doidão pode ser de beber muito, né? Ter outro contexto. Mas freak out mais nessa ideia de surtar, perder o controle. Lose your temper, né? Uma outra expressão. To lose your temper. I never freak out. That's why I don't know the meaning. Ah, Márcia, come on. It's because you meditate. People who meditate, they are super calm, right? I freak out sometimes, but I try to keep control. I try to be positive. Yeah, but there are moments that it's part of life. Yeah, nothing is never balanced. Life is made of ups and downs, right? Thank you. Not at all. Not at all. So as I was saying, for example, when I started teaching, actually, I have been teaching for a long time, but when I decided to really work only for myself and not for a school, a language school, I mean, like an English course anymore. At the beginning, I didn't have so many students, which is normal, right? But I had a few of them. And then something very weird happened because from these students that I had, 3 of them got fired. So they had to stop the classes. Then the other one, what happened to the other one? I think she traveled. I don't know. Anyway, I remember that I had like 5 or 6 students and then I had just one. And at that moment, I freaked out completely because I was counting on something that I didn't have anymore. So what happened in that specific moment for me? I had to keep calm. Yeah, I had to breathe. Try to keep calm and keep up with my work. Keep up with my work because when you keep up with your work, people get to know you. And then after some time, I stood out. Yeah. More people got to know me and to trust my work. And I got over this fear. I got over this insecurity that I had at the beginning, right? So this is another phrasal verb, to get over something. But you can also use get over for people, to get over someone. So, for example, you like somebody, but the relationship for some reason didn't work, and you break up. And then there is the moment of sadness. Oh my God, I like this person, blah, blah, blah. But after some time, you need to get over this person. Yeah, live your life, meet other people, and go on. Oh, I use it a lot of phrasal verbs now. Get over, go on, break up. Yeah, these are, I'm giving the example of a relationship, but it can be used in other contexts, like you can get over a job. Yeah, imagine that you really love your job and for some reason you are dismissed. It's almost like a breakup. So your breakup is like a relationship that is over, a relationship between you and that place and the people who work in that place. So after some time, you have to move on. You have to get over this situation. Move on is another phrasal verb, is on the list too, but I mixed the list up anyway. But I hope you are following me. Is everything okay? Can you follow well? Let me see here on YouTube. No more comments. Okay, so going on. Hi, Andrea. Long time no see. Hope you're fine. So talking about a job, like when you are dismissed from a job, sometimes opportunities come up from this kind of experience. Yeah. So when an opportunity comes up or pops up or jumps, you have to take on the opportunity or the chance. So take on. Let me just read this. Get over smoking or drinking. Is it correct? Yes, it's possible to use it, but you can also say give up. I would say that give up is more common in this context, like I decided to give up smoking because of my health or because I was sick, something like that. Grammatically is not wrong, but in terms of use, I would say that give up is more common. Okay. So talking about the opportunity, you may jump at the opportunity. Yeah, take advantage of the opportunity, grab the opportunity. Or we can use the phrasal verb take on, to take on an opportunity. And the opposite, when you decide not to take on this opportunity, is to miss out an opportunity when you just don't get it. Yeah. And then the last phrasal verb that I have here, related to relationship, I had already mentioned two of them, but anyway, I'll repeat it anyway. So when you meet someone and you hit on, yeah, you like each other, you may fall for this person. Fall for is a phrasal verb that means basically the same as to fall in love with someone. To fall for, to fall in love with someone. What's the difference, Fernanda? To fall in love with someone is an expression. To fall for is a phrasal verb. When the relationship doesn't work, you have to end the relationship, right? So break up or split up, go different ways is an expression with the same similar idea. Someone sending message. And sometimes in a relationship, love relationship or friendship or work relationship, any kind of relationship, you may have expectations on someone, and these expectations are too high. Yeah. So you may feel that that person let you down, disappointed you. So to let somebody down is another phrasal verb, let down. When you make someone sad, when you disappoint somebody. This phrasal verb, let down, we usually have somebody in between. It's a breakable phrasal verb. So let somebody down. The phrasal verb is let down, but in the middle you have to mention the person. Sometimes this happens. The first example that I gave you, wake up, this can happen too. When you say, for example, my husband woke me up because I was late. My husband woke me up because I was late. The phrasal verb is wake up, but it was broken because of the object, me. And the last one, oh my God, time flies. The last one is to move on. What is the meaning of move on? Can you write here on the comments box? Move on. Let's see if anybody knows this one. Move on. Seguir em frente. Exactly. Exactly. So, even though we are facing this hard moment around the world right now, we have to move on, right? We cannot just complain and be sad, freak out. Okay, you can freak out a little bit, cry your eyes out, and then, okay, move on. The show must go on. Go on. Is this go on is no, it's not similar than move on. Go on would be similar to keep up with, to continue, right? Okay, so these were the 24 phrasal verbs. Actually, I mentioned other ones as the lesson was going on. But if you had received the email, in the email there are 24. The original plan was that, but I mentioned many others. I hope you have enjoyed. Does anybody want to ask me anything? You may write here in the comments. Yes, Marcia, Rafa is fantastic. She passed the IELTS. She's a star. She passed the IELTS with flying colors. She had exactly what she needed. She's really good. No questions? Let's see here on YouTube. No questions on YouTube either. Okay. If you happen to have any questions later, just DM me. I'll be glad to answer you. And thanks again for watching me. See you next time. Bye.